Okay, it's been a little bit, but welcome back to part 10. I believe I was halfway through this. Like from when I last recorded. I don't quite remember what I did last on this floor, but I will find out. Well, it looks like I already took care of the floor. Just for some reason I didn't want to proceed forward. So, let's proceed forward. Bonnie is the cutest. Why are you all even talking about what will happen if we lose? Bonnie! You were listening? I am a master cooker, so I can cook and listen to you guys talk. And I think it's stupid to worry about what's going to happen if we lose. But Bonbon... Now listen. Because me and Friend promised, you know? Friend promised he wouldn't get hurt protecting people anymore. And I promised I'd protect Friend. So if I protect Friend, I protect all of you, so... So if I'm here, no one will get hurt. That's a Bonnie promise. It's so cute. Bonnie looks at you and offers you a big smile. Bonnie. Am I really getting reassured by a kid right now? Well, if Bonbon says it, I believe it. You and Bonnie will protect us? I won't accept such a one-sided promise. If you both will protect us, we'll protect you both too. We'll protect each other. Indeed, we will. Don't worry, Bonbon. Don't worry, Sif. We'll all fight, and we'll all live. You nod, smiling. So, to make sure we have enough energy to protect each other, isn't it? It's snack time, baby! Today I have... Crunchy and delicious like always. You used to find them disgusting, but someone you knew loved them, so you tried them. Someone you knew. Who? Crunchy and delicious like always. Different. If you fade from existence, I'm gonna cry. That better not be what this is. Friend, do you see me? I'm gonna touch you now. Bonnie slowly raises their hand and slowly moves it towards your hand and slowly pats your hand. Good kid, good kid. You didn't even jump that time. Good job, you did such a good job. You laugh. Friend! Bonnie gives you a thumbs up. You give a thumbs up back. Sit, friend. Tilt your head. Is this different? Sorry. I just wanted to say your name. Mira. Sit, friend. Mira! Isa! Jeffrey! Sif. Oh no! No! Isa. Jealousy's not a good color on you. Me and Mira are just friends. You're just friends. Sif is my Sifra nickname, Mira. You have to pick another one! I'm sorry. I won't budge on that. Gem's alive, Isabu. I mean... What? But you and Sifrin share Mira? It's not fair! What the fuck? What is this? That's true. Alright, in spirit of fairness, we can get joint custody on Sif then. You know, I think I'll pick another nickname for Sifrin after all. But Isabu picked Sif. And Bonnie picked Fryn. I have no letters left! What a predicament. Odell's looking at you. Oh, never mind. Leave me alone, I'm reading. You've been like this the entire time, Odile. Leave me alone, old people need their alone time. You let her be. Girl, tell me what's up! Sif. Thank you for talking to Bon Bon yesterday. Why? Why? Well, because they managed to look you in the eye earlier, that's why. Didn't think it was gonna happen anytime soon after the whole incident, I guess. About my eye, you mean? Well, yeah. I always felt like you didn't really care about what happened, but Bon Bon's little, you know? Even if they felt like you didn't blame them for it, it's still a lot of emotions for a kid to handle. But knowing you, you probably thought Bon Bon started hating you for no reason, yeah? Yeah? I would say the loops have made you actively try to get to know your companions better, Sifrin, which is unfortunate, because had the loops not happened and had you just been able to beat the king, you wouldn't be able to experience any of this. But also at the same time, you just didn't know... You didn't know how far you were allowed to push things. And by that I mean like how far you're allowed to maybe what feels like crossing a line to ask somebody, hey, how are you doing? What's really wrong? Because once when you cross a certain boundary, people won't forgive you for that. But having the loops allows him to be able to take it back. Not that he's doing it maliciously. And that's kind of the sad part of the story, though. It's kind of like a what if? What didn't happen? Figured. I guess I should have talked to you about it, but it didn't feel like my place. So that's why I'm glad you two talked yesterday. Good job, Sif. Good job. Here, have a medallion. You feel patronized. He's not wrong, though. He's not wrong, Sifrin. He's not wrong. You take the food. You take the nummy, delicious food. Aw, Sif, one another? Doing such a good job. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. What the fuck? You gotta get punched. You blow a raspberry at him. He laughs. I like the changes in the attitude as far as the first three, but when it comes to Odile, it just feels like distance because of the fact that she is catching on to what's going on. That is... That's the only thing I hate about this. It's kind of like, well, if you weren't suspicious, would you be in a happier mood? Would we be talking a little more? Not yet. Okay, we can stay here a bit longer. No, let's go. Let's go. We're ready. We're ready. That gate is covered in King's hair. Confirmed? This thread is so strange. I can't seem to move it aside. Frozen thread. It seems to be covering the rest of the floor too. Can we cut it? You keep Bonnie from taking your knife and try to slice the door yourself. No, it didn't work. Attacking out of nowhere like that, so scary, Sif. Indeed, it didn't seem to have anything on it. Have done anything to the thread. Wait, it did do something slightly dented here, so a sharper knife could do the trick maybe, I suppose. Either way, we should explore the floor more. Just go get the knife. we don't have time for craftology. It's a Kabuyan book, as Odile will tell you. But, madame, maybe it'll teach us something about Tundra? Fine. Well, flips to the book. Yep, very technical and useless. Nothing in there is useful to us at all. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Unless you think the fact that some crafts have a distinct smell would be useful to us somehow. Is that so? Well, now I'm kind of curious. Just things we could have figured out ourselves. Rockcraft smells like wet rocks, papercraft like wood or leaves. Scissorcraft like scissors. What? Exactly. What? They all smell like you'd expect. Oh, there's apparently another craft smell they're trying to figure out, which smells very sweet. Bonnie! Sweet. Like sugar? But... Oh! What? What is it? Sugar! It's been smelling like sugar for a while now! You freeze. So this mysterious sweet-smelling craft might be timecraft, I see. You freeze! How so, Mazia? Sorry, so dramatic right now, because Sifrin's like, don't look at me. Dude, I mean, I assume you wouldn't be able to smell timecraft off you unless you decide to loop in that second, but even then it's too late. I don't know. What's the concern, Sifrin? How so, madame? This place has been frozen in time for a while, hasn't it? It wouldn't be weird to think it smelled like timecraft. You relax. Oh yeah. I can't smell anything though. Are you sure? Me neither. Wait. Now that Bonnie mentioned it, I can kind of smell it. It's very slight, though. You really have a great sense of smell, Bonma. Oh, it's just funny, because I imagine Sifrin just, like, curling up in the corner, being like, oh god, stay away! Stay away! No wonder you're so good at cooking. Do you smell it some places more than others? Could you smell sugar before we went into the house? Uh-oh. Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard. Okay. No, not really. No, not really. I only noticed it yesterday afternoon, I think. But I smelled it super strong near those sadnesses that give us those crest thingies. So hypothetically speaking, could you potentially sniff out an extra sadness with the star crest, and then therefore we could open up paths that we would have to say no to because we don't have enough star crests? Because there are some things I would love to re-interact with just to see if it's different. But I haven't because I don't really feel like looping back every time. Some old books, boring books. Sifrin is now level 80 and learned the craft skill Rock Bottom. It replaces the previous rock one we had. Deals big rock damage to one enemy, gives 2 jackpot points instead of the 1. Okay, so the the dialogue is still the same even though we read that book. You close the bathroom stall door. You like coming here because you know you'll be able to be alone for a bit. But you almost feel like going outside right away right now. Why? You feel weird. Even though you're stuck in this time loop and you don't know how to escape yet, you feel happy. You feel happy. Why do you feel happy? Is it because you're helping everyone right now? Hearing them out, helping them with their problems? You talked to each one of them, learned more about them as people, talked about things with them you've never talked about with anyone. It was embarrassing a bit, but it made you feel so warm. It was nice. Even though you're not friends. Even though you're just allies. But that's how you become closer to people, right? Sif? By helping them out. So maybe right now they like you better than in previously it's because you helped them. And okay, this will sound silly, but maybe that's all you need? Sifrin, they are your friends, Sifrin! Sifrin! Whack you with a stick. Sifrin, I don't know at what point, but at some point you guys already became friends. Sifrin, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're already friends. But maybe that's all you need to break the loop. That's stupid. You're stupid. Don't even think about it. Or it won't come true. You smack the side of your head, focusing on the pain. Stay focused. Stop thinking about best case scenarios. Stop thinking about your allies. Stop thinking about how they don't see you as a friend or anything. Stop thinking. Stop it. Stop it. Breathe slowly in and out and think about nothing. Does Loop know that these are your thoughts? Well, I think Loop's been digging around in our head to begin with. Sifrin. I know the feeling, bud, but... It hurts to see it unfold. It hurts to see him going through this. You exit the bathroom. Alright, everyone, refresh. Nose is powdered, body's emptied. Their face obscured, their silhouette shrouded, their expression hidden, an intact statue of the Change God stands before you. Everyone is lost in thought. Most likely, sending their wishes to the Change God. Join them? No. Nothing to wish for. We still get the key knife? Sifrin? What are you holding there? A knife. A knife! Did the Change God give it to us? No, it can't. I think they did. ... You don't want to say thanks to it aloud. Mirabelle's intact statue of the Change God. You look at it a little closer. You try not to make a face and fail. So we just make fun of it. I'll get your revenge against... I'll get my revenge against you all someday. You all shudder. But, statue is a link between the Change God and the Crafter, right? You wonder what would happen if Mirabelle touched it right now. Mira, can you put your hand on the statue? Sure? As soon as Mirabelle touches the statue, you hear something. Two? The hell are we? Huh? What? Where are... Mirabelle and you got transported somewhere. Someone's there, Mira. What? The head housemaiden? Buzzer sound? Mirabelle. I can't believe you can't recognize me. They changed shapes? Yeah, I did. Don't you know who I am? Someone who changes shapes. No, this can't be. You're... And she's got it. It's me. The Change God. It's the smileys. no. I didn't mean to make you cry. I messed up. Oh, change God. I'm so sorry. Sorry? But for what? For so many things. For being useless, for not being willing to change enough, for lying and making everyone believe you blessed me, for... Oh, that. I don't care. It's fine, don't worry about it. Huh? If I was mad about it, I wouldn't have helped you earlier, right? But I did it because I'm rooting for you. Helped us earlier. Do you mean the knife? The key knife, okay? It has a name and you should use it? But yes, that was me. It's a roller coaster of emotions over there. It was? So... Oh, housemaid and Mirabelle. I'm about to tell you something really important. For many reasons, you won't remember it after I send you back to your quest. Well, your brain won't remember, but your heart will. So listen. It's true that as much as the change god, I can't help humans much. Okay? Mostly because I don't want to. I can't help with your petty struggles for survival and stuff. But it doesn't matter because even my little god powers are nothing next to yours. The real power comes from you, Mirabelle. If you decide you can change, that's enough power and belief to do anything. Don't even need some silly rituals or anything like some other belief out there. And look how far you've come without me. But if that's not enough for you, then know this. You are loved, Mirabelle. I see you changing even if you do not. You are always changing, always evolving. You are not stagnating in any way. And even if you were, that would be fine. Because life is about changes. But it's also about staying right where you are sometimes. I'm proud of you. And I love you. Oh, sweetie. Ah. And I love the stupid ugly face you gave me, and I won't ever let anyone destroy it. Ah. Remember that, okay? Thank you, Change God. You are nothing like I was expecting, but I would expect nothing else from you. Mirabelle and the Change God giggle together. Somehow Mirabelle looks so much less burdened than before. Oh, I want to do this! You got a memory of me. When equipped, it'll do, who cares? I don't know why you need to remember things so much. Weirdo. What? Mirabelle tilts her head to the side, confused. Oh crap, look at the time! Look at the time, I gotta go. Oh crap, look at that head tilt! That head housemaiden of yours is right. You really are so stinking cute, Mirabelle. Oh, Alright, that's it. That was your god call. Good luck, Mirabelle. I'm rooting for you. I love you. Bye. Beams you away. Wait! Oh. Mirabelle disappeared. Where did she... And you! This is cute! I love this art right here! Oh my god! Ah, Sifra, no middle names, no last name. Sorry for not talking to you. This was all for Mirabelle's sake, you understand? Her side quest. You know all about side quests, don't you? Also, Yes, I know you don't really care about me. But hey, it's not every loop you get to meet a god. And it's not like yours will ever really talk to you. So I will give you some words too. I'll say them through the face of your little sponsor buddy too, for the effects. Sponsor. And those words are... I have seen it all. Pitiful traveler walking through time. Going against the very nature of this world. This ridiculous, never-ending play. It goes against everything I stand for. I am the change god. My domain is the future itself, the possibility of it. And this is what I have now. Dormant's repeating. Dormant unchanging. Stagnating. A crime against life itself. But you don't want to be here either. If you could change it, you would, so... You misunderstand. What? The events unfolding right now may go against my very nature. But it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying myself immensely. This pocket of time may be rewinding, but you are not. In this bubble where everything stays the exact same, how will you bring about change? How will you change? I just can't wait to see more! Fuck. I'll keep giving you the knife every time, so don't worry. Keep going. Keep changing. And keep giving us a good show. Bye! Wait! Nope. Bye! Hangs up the phone. You stumble. Whoa. Hey, Mira Sif, are you two okay? What? What happened? I don't know, you both started looking weird. Like you were about to faint or something. Are you both okay? Can you stand up? You and Mirabelle nod. Yes, I feel like I saw something incredible. Huh? I don't remember it anymore though. You do still. You're good. We should keep going. Yes, let's go. But then who was phone? Talk to a statue was the achievements. To make things sharper, used on the key knife. Sharpening stone. Sharpening stone applied to key knife. You take the key knife and sharpening stone, and mumble repeatedly the first thing that comes to mind. Please be sharp, please be sharp, please be sharp. Please be sharp. Please be sharp. Please be sharp. Oh, it's sharp now. Woo! Got the key knife key. You put the knife key in your pocket to equip later. Woohoo! You did it! You are now the proud owner of a knife key. A knife that can cut anything, especially the king. Yes, you heard that correctly. When the knife key is equipped, your attack will be boosted when fighting against the king. Isn't that grand? One thing though, this weapon isn't like the others. You can only equip it when you make it, which means you'll have to pick up the key knife and sharpen it every time. It's an important item after all. You can't just have it unless you got a memory of knife key. You always remember this. If you equip this memory and loop back to the king, you will automatically have the knife key equipped. That's it, Stardust. Bye! armory, get every weapon in the same loop. Oh. Sick. I wasn't even trying to do that. Okay. Sick. Blade gifted by the Change God and sharpened by you. Boosts attack when fighting the king. Okay, attack speed goes up, but it says boost attack. Attack goes from 350 to 342. But defense goes up a little. Oh, boost attack when fighting the king, that's why. I mean, we're on our way. You get ready and slice the door. And the knife key didn't break. Secret ingredient. Well, you all quietly look Mirabelle's way, trying to make sure she's alright. Will this be different somehow? Hey, Mira, everything good? Oh, yes. I got a little fired up fighting that big sadness earlier, but I feel better now. I'm doing breathing exercises. To stay calm. Ah, yes. The fabled Sifrid breathing exercises. Told you I wasn't doing it for no reason. It had to help somehow. Yes. Thank you, Sifrin. And thank you for yesterday, too. I don't think I'd be this calm if we hadn't talked. Huh? When you two spent some time together. Yes. We had a good talk. It helped me realize some things. Oh, I'm glad. Nothing like a good talk between friends to feel better. Seems like you were hard at work yesterday, weren't you, Sifrin? Helping me out along with Bonnie and Madame Odile? And me? I suppose that's what friends are for, isn't it? To help with important things. Friends? Are you all friends? You traveled together, ate together, laughed together, so you thought it made you friends. But Odile says the same thing every time, doesn't she? Are we friends? Huh? Yeah? But you said it once, didn't you, Odile? Huh? You remember. Every time you stop for a snack break on floor 1, she says, you said we weren't friends. You said we were allies, colleagues at best. Did I? Odile, how could you? I don't remember her saying that. But sadly, this does sound like something Odile would say. But she says it every time, every blinding time. Wait, did she even say it this loop? When you stopped for a snack on the 2nd floor, it was all different, so maybe it was different then too. Allies. I don't... Well... That does sound like something I'd say, yes. I don't know if I consider you all friends, per se. The 5 of us are just very different people with different goals and thoughts. Our age differences make it difficult for me to see you as friends. After all, why would an old lady be friends with a preteen? Oh. You're breaking some hearts here. It's just strange. So no, to me, we aren't friends. The mere thought is absurd to me. Way to bring down the morale, madame. I'm not done. I don't think we're friends, but I would do anything to protect all of you. Horrible things, to be honest, as long as I could be sure you were all safe. And I think you'd all do the same for me. For anyone in our little group. So friends doesn't fit to me, but we're family, right? Huh? Oh, yeah! We're family. Like me and Nilly. We stay together. We eat together. We say good morning and good night. Family. I have a difficult relationship with that word, but yes, family fits better, I think. Family. What a lovely word to describe our relationship to each other. I already thought of us like that, but it's kind of awkward to say it out loud, isn't it? It is a little bit. But we don't know what tomorrow or even the next few hours have in store. So while we are still together on this journey, we might as well say it. Say the unsaid? Especially since Sifrin over here seemed to think I didn't care about him. You don't know how to react. All this time. You were trying to keep in mind what she said. That you were just allies to each other, but... Although reaches over and ruffles your hair. Don't think so hard, Sifrin. Quite honestly, it doesn't seem to work out very well for you. So mean, madame. Sifrin's hat is all lopsided now. You look funny like this, Rin. You readjust your hat and hide your face. They all look at you smiling. I'm bored. Snack time! Oh, back to our regularly scheduled program. I don't even have a skip for this. Even though I haven't tried the second option, I feel like for this run I have to do Malanga fritters. I have to. We're all such besties right now. We know Bonnie made it for me. There you go. Bonnie hands you the Malanga fritters. Everyone starts eating Malanga fritters again. Novelty has faded a bit, but you're happy to find them again. You bite into one. As you eat, you look at everyone. They're smiling. Happy. Sometimes one of them sees you looking at them and smiles at you. In this moment, you are loved. You know, I have a good feeling. I'll definitely kick the king's butt. Oh, it's not kicking his butt I'm worried about. It's the fact of whether or not I have to do this all again! Kick the king's butts! Alright everyone, let's finish eating our snacks. We have a king's butt to kick. Yeah! What is it? Are you so hungry? Here, have some more Malanga fritters. Bonnie fills your cupped hands with fritters. Eat them, Kay? You look weird. I think you're out of calories. Calories? I think you're out of calories. You eat the fritters, tastes good. You know, I made them for you. Thank you, Bon Bon. You're welcome. Bonnie smiles brightly. Oh, such good times are about to be ripped away from me. I'm already crying. I'm already crying for you, Sifrin. Let me know if you're still hungry, okay? Will do. Sifrin? Would you perhaps accept a comb? Did your hair that bad? You nod. Get your hand out to receive the comb. Actually, would you perhaps allow me to brush your hair? You nod? Oh, that's completely fine. I just thought I'd ask since... Wait, you said yes to getting your hair brushed? You nod again. Slightly farther, you hear someone gasp and curse. What is that about? That has to be Issa. Quick, sit down in front of me. Do it. Hesitantly, you sit down and remove your hats. Issa, I'd leave you for last because you saved the best for last. I would love to run over and just bother you instantly, but... The Arabelle slowly and methodically starts combing your hair. Finally, I can repay the favor. You did my hair so wonderfully a few weeks ago, and I'm so glad I get to brush your hair in return. I was surprised you had experience taking care of kinky hair, too. Look, your hair is split everywhere. You should take better care of it. Such a shame. It's such a nice, bright shade, too. You gonna tell me Sifrin was a hairstylist? I think that would be funny. That'd be adorable and funny. You know what? It might explain the scissors craft. Will you dye your hair again? He had his hair dyed? I think you should let it grow out. Light hair suits you so well. You can barely hear what she's saying. Getting your hair combed feels so nice. You can feel tension. Your tension and Mirabelle's fade as she takes care of you. It's nice when people play with your hair. Mirabelle chatters on for a few minutes until... all good. You're all ready for the king now. Yes, we do have to be beautiful to appear in front of him. We do, madame. Hang on. We do, madame. Gotta appear fierce. Of course. Mirabelle smiles at you. Thank you. We can do this, Sifrin. Mirabelle smiles your way, determined. Okay. Sorry for messing up your hair earlier. I know you don't usually like to be touched. But I think you needed it this time, right? You stay silent and readjust your hat. If I can help with anything, Sifrin, just let me know. You and I are very private people. But we need to learn to open up every once in a while, don't you think? We're family, after all. I don't think I can. Open up, you mean? Of course not. As I've said, it's not a skill we're very good at. But you know that I'll always be here if you decide to do so before we part ways. You don't say anything. Offer valid whenever, Sifrin. You don't say anything. Issa. So, Sifrin, buddy? Do you want to talk? What about? Oh, okay, we're ignoring that whole thing. Sure, that's fine. We can do this if you want. We could also ignore how you're acting weird and how you stop smiling every time you think we're not looking. Issa, I promise it's nothing against any of you. I'll give you one last chance, though. Would you like to sit down and have a talkie-talk? About what just happened? No. Nope. Okay. No problem. But when we're done, when we've won... But when we're done and we've won, and we eat dinner tonight having beaten the king, before we go our separate ways, we'll have... the feelings talkie-talk. The feelings talkie-talk. Very serious way of putting it, but oh my god. I feel like I'm in trouble, damn, Issa. Damn. Ah! You snort! Sure thing, Issa. Oh, you said sure. We're gonna have this talk. Not you. You're stuck now. You will be emotionally vulnerable. Don't you have another talk with Issa planned? Only if we have the first talk first. That first talk? What? Issa freezes in the middle of his sentence. Yes! That other talk. The one I said I would have with you last night in the clock tower after we went back. Yeah! That talk. Yes. Uh-huh. 2 talks, if. 1 talk each. We can get through this. Issa gives you a shaky thumbs up. Smirking, you give 1 back. Oh crap. I forgot all about that. I can't go through a feelings talkie talk after that. That'd be impossible. Sif, you're still here. Want a snack? Here's a... Bye. Oh my god, he panicked. He still gives you a palm. You eat all immediately and looks away from you. He panicked. Key knife glows. Your attacks will hit harder against the king. Done out for this court, yes please. Creates a shield that makes all family members invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. It says family members. I don't think it said it before, I'm pretty sure. Wow! Even for Issa, it says family members, attack, defense, and attack speed. Ask the king. So you're using Timecraft. Timecraft. I suppose I am. But if you're using Timecraft, how did you manage to control it? Timecraft should be immeasurable amounts of power that no mere human could have. So how... Yes, it is true. I could not have Harvest Timecraft on my own, so I had some help. Help? Who would? Oh. Isn't it obvious? The universe would. I only had to wish for it, and the universe delivered. The universe? Who is that? A person? No, it's... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to remember. It's... What's beyond this plane, correct? What's in the sky? You clench your fists, the king sobs. I knew Valgardians were ignorant of it, but I did not think travelers from other countries were too. How? How could you have Valgardians, huh? Interesting choice of words. Are you not from Valgard yourself? He isn't, Madame Odile. I feel like I've seen an article about it somewhere recently. I saw it today. Where was it again? So you're not from Valgard, but you still want to freeze it in time? Where do you call home then? The king flinches, he does not answer. You shake your head and breathe out. An article about the king somewhere. If Mirabelle remembers it, you might have seen it somewhere too. Could it be somewhere in the house? Why are you so tall? Oh, quite honestly, it just happened. It just happened? How? After I fully accepted the power at my disposal, I found myself like this, towering over everyone. Towering over everyone. But I do not mind. I can see very far in this body. I can even see. That's the king. Why call yourself king? Well, I have decided my will is more than just the will of Valgard. Valgard doesn't know. No one knows when I am doing what needs to be done. I do not understand someone who selfishly does what needs to be done against the will of the people. In Vaugarde, such a person can only be called a king. So you know that what you're doing is wrong, that no one wants to be frozen in time? Against the will of the people. Yes, against the will of the universe. No, it is not wrong. Our will is not wrong. I just want Vaugarde to stay like this. Forever. 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 I think that's everything, Sifrin. So serious, my friend. You're happy to see them happy. We did it, Mirabelle. Think about throwing the clay so hard it sticks to the wall. The cut on your finger is gone like it never existed. Put the glass away. Not the time to be clumsy. Here again. Third time's the charm, isn't it? If you talk to the head housemaiden, will the loop break and will you loop back once more? But you managed to beat the king, didn't you? Together with your family. You didn't think helping them the day before would amount to anything, but time changed a little, didn't it? Even if it wasn't much, it changed. It changed. You know that now. You're a family. Isn't it just like the books Bonbon reads? Friendship fixes everything? And so if you talk to everyone again, talk to the head housemaiden again, maybe something will change too. You should talk to everyone. I never said thank you. You saved me that time against the sadness, and you saved me when we met. You're the one who saw me back then, right? When I was walking? Ah. When you first met Bonnie forever ago. Bonnie was out of it. They'd been walking away from their village for days when you saw them. Crying, barely hanging on, walking to escape the slowly encroaching king's curse. They fainted as soon as you got to their side. I was really tired then, so I don't remember well. But you saw me, right? You made everyone notice I was there. I never said thank you for that. Or for protecting me. So, thanks, stupid! Bonnie runs into you, pressing their face against your left side. Their arms are still at their sides, though. Is that a hug? Without raising your arms, you gently lean back against them. I'll miss you, friend. I know you'll leave soon, but, you should come by Bambochi one day. You can meet my sister. So I can say... That's friend. They helped me a bunch. They're really cool. So come and see me sometime, yeah? Promise? Yeah, I'll come by. Yay! I'll be waiting for you, friend. Bonnie smiles at you. They were like off the ledge. Hey friend, Bonnie smiles at you. Not gonna remind them of the snacks. Hi, Sifrin. I know you may be tired of hearing this by now, but I'm glad we talked yesterday. I've always thought change was about changing yourself and only yourself. If I couldn't be how I thought I had to be, clearly the fault was mine, you know? It's my responsibility to change, even if I don't want to. That's what I thought, at least, but even you, Sifrin, can understand what I'm going through. If you're the same, even in a small way, then I must believe that I'm not the only one feeling this way about change belief either. And if I'm not the only one feeling restricted by the change belief, if there's more people out there feeling the same as I do, then shouldn't the belief change instead of us? I have a lot ahead of me still, but I never would have realized this without you, Sifrin. So whenever you're done traveling or you'd like to stay someplace for a little bit, maybe think about coming to visit Dormont? Just to say hi? But you don't have to. It's just an idea. I'd like that, Mirabelle. Oh. I'm glad we're friends, Sifrin. Don't forget about me on your journey, okay? Mirabelle smiles at you happily. Don't forget, okay? Mirabelle smiles. Okay, to Odile. Well, we did it. We won. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop indeed. It was fun. Traveling with everyone. I will miss it. I suppose everyone will go back to their homes now. Mirabelle will probably stay here. Issa will probably go back to Javanti. And we'll ask someone to accompany Bonnie back to Bambochi. And what about you, Sifrin? Will you be going back home? Odile? Why not say it in the end? I can never go back home. Oh. Why not? You look away. No. Sorry, this isn't any of my business, but no home at all. I never knew. I'm sorry. You keep looking away. I'll probably be going back to Kabu soon. Our paths will diverge soon, but if you ever come towards Kabu, please come by and say hello, won't you? Don't be a stranger, Sifrin. You nod. Let's at least eat together tonight. Odile smiles at you gently. Yee. Issa! You have some splaining to do! Tiff, we did it. We beat the king. You wanted to tell me something? Yes, I did. Okay, so the king... What the king? The thing I said I would tell you is... Ispu stares at you thoughtfully. Never mind. I just fell over and died. I just died. My soul left my body. Okay. I figured we weren't gonna get the answer, but oh my god. He's putting me through trauma right now. The trauma of not knowing. So I went through all that. And you still can't tell me. Never mind. Huh? What is it? No, it doesn't really matter that much. I really want us to have a feelings talky talk about your feelings before we go our separate ways. And I can always tell you my thing after that. So never mind. Sorry. I'll tell you later. But you could tell me your thing now. Wow, you're really curious about it, huh? But no, I will not say a thing! Ah! This feels like the equivalent of a rejection right now. Oh, but I will say something though. I'm glad we're friends, Sifrin. Friend zoned. Friend zoned. I knew it. I'm glad we're friends, Sifrin. No. Somehow you feel a little let down that you didn't try the usual thing. But I'm glad we're friends too, Issa. Oh. Aww. Aww. Oh crap, I think I might cry. I'm already crying. Join the club. But you started this club. We're friends. You're friends. Issa's cheeks are dark. You're sure yours are too. You both smile. I hope you'll at least visit sometime, Sif. Our journey is over, but don't be a stranger, okay? You know... Issa smiles at you bashfully. Am I gonna have to get the truth out of Odile? I'm sure she would know. The sun outside, it's so pretty, it's so vast. I wish we could go explore out there. Mirabelle's always happy when I join her. You look at the glass shard, the light of the frozen torches scatter through it, sparkling. Sharp. Your finger, you cut yourself. Okay, so they still came to my aid, even though we're not a party at the moment. I don't know. I just thought I'd... The housemaid, and if everyone is saying something different now, if everyone is talking to you, really seeing you, then wouldn't the housemaid say something different now too? If things changed before, can't they change now? Maybe... Hello? Traveling one. Are you done talking with your companions? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Oh. I'd like to thank you for accompanying Mirabelle this far. I'm very grateful. Sifrin, yes? Is there anything I can do to thank you? Please don't hesitate to let me know. Oh. I know you'll be I know you will go back on your travel soon, but I do hope. Of course. Of course! Stupid. No matter what, know that Dormont will always be open to you. Please come back. Any time. No. Our friendship, huh? Why would whatever happened before change anything now? Because you're loved now? You are safe? Because that's what you thought. Stupid. 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 You try and breathe. Oh. Sifrin, it's fine. It's just the end again. It's the same. I'm so sorry, there's no way we can stop it now. You'll be going back when everything started. See? You already know what will happen after that. If you know what happens next, it means you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Sifrin? Something wrong. You turn your head. Odile is looking right at you. You can't shift your expression fast enough. Sifrin, what is it? Is everything okay? That housemaiden, is something the matter? I can't fix it on my own, not before it all ends. If only I had noticed sooner. Huh? What's happening? Bryn? You can't move. You're frozen. Sifrin, what's... Sifrin, what's... Is something happening? The air around us, it feels like... My head hurts. It's my fault that you have to suffer like this. Sifrin! They're all running, reaching towards you. Friend, come back! Something's wrong! You have to move. Sifrin! Just move! I just hope that one day you can catch Isabu's hand. Sif! Sifrin! You might learn. You take a step forward to forgive, and then... You open your eyes, hand already reaching out to nothing. Stupid. You press your palms against your eyes. You laugh. You really believed it, stupid. You really thought this was it. You really thought helping them would save you. If you helped them, if you were loved, it had to save you, didn't it? Friendship would save you, wouldn't it? It was different, but not enough to save you. And now, Mirabelle is back to feeling awful and out of place. Issa won't remember the night she spent under the stars. Odile is still hiding everything about herself. Bon Bon is back to Bonnie. Is back to hating you. And you're back here. That's what you get for hoping. That's what you deserve. Oh, Mirabelle will be here soon, won't she? Just breathe, Sifrin. The power of friendship didn't work, it's fine. All you can do is try something else now. That's fine. That didn't work. That's fine. That they don't remember. That's all fine. That everything that just happened has been reset. It's totally fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Back to the stage. You got the memory of family, you'll always remember this. When equipped, memory of family doubles everyone's experience gained in battle except for yours. That's fine, I'm like freaking level 80 now, aren't I? 81! Is this memory for Sifrin? Yeah. Go ahead and equip that, because, oh my god. Last achievement I got was in this moment, hang out with everyone and get to the end. Hey. You're comfy and sleepy, but you should get up before someone comes to bother you. Welcome back, Stardust. Power Love didn't cut it, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping this could be it somehow, too, but at least you found out more about your party, didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? What is it all good for if they'll all forget it in the next loop? Yeah, but... For once, Loop seems at a loss for words. In the meantime, though, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? I just need help in general. What, you need help with your family members again? You know what to do. Just help them all out in the same loop and go through the house with them. But you know it won't change anything. It really won't. So, do I really need to help them again? Do you want to help them again? Yes, of course. Well, you can help them again if you want, but you don't really need to. They'll do just fine without you, you know. What do you think you are? Their savior? Silly. If you do help them, you can just zone out and fast forward to it if you get bored. And you'll still get a nice skill for them out of it. I pity them, though. I wonder if they think you're doing this out of obligation, or worse, just because it makes your life easier. What should I do now? So the king might not be from Vaugarde. That is interesting information. He smiles smugly. Sounds like asking him stuff was a good idea, huh? Yeah, Stardust, you were right. We really don't know anything about him, so any new information is useful. Your housemaid mentioned she saw some articles about the king somewhere, didn't she? If she saw some, maybe you should check around the rooms that you explore every time while going through the house. It might be a lot of information though, so make sure you ask yourself the right questions. So you found out that more about Timecraft, and the head housemaiden just repeated everything when you saw her. What else could you do to find out more about the loops? Maybe you could talk to someone whose name is Loop, huh? About the loops. Let's talk about something. Sure. What do you want to talk about? So are you a star? No? Of course not. Stars don't talk, dummy. Your face. Nah, I'm not a star. I'm more like a mirror? It's more fun to reflect. Being the real thing would be tiring. Okay. Mirabelle statue? You went to Mirabelle statue, I saw that. I wanted to ask you about it. I couldn't see you very well. I saw you go to the statue and ask your housemate to touch it, and then poof! Nothing! I think you were talking to someone? Yeah, the change god. What? You tell Loop about how you and Mirabelle talked to the change god. Well, putting aside the whole the change god knows you're looping and thinks it's funny to watch aside, it's so nice that the change god talked to your housemaiden. She was thinking she was a bad believer because she doesn't feel romantic or sexual attraction. Isn't it nice to know some god out there doesn't care about that sort of thing? Especially the change god. Kind of freeing. Your housemaiden got some closure. Even if she doesn't remember. You nod. So they think it's funny, huh? Loop swears under their breath. Yeah. I'd be plenty fucking pissed too. I kinda am. You're angry too. You just breathe and move on. Well, neat. That's neat. And I guess that's the end of that. You know how to fix the knife? We already figured that out. See you later, Stardust. They gently wave you goodbye. You give them a nod and walk away. So, got any theories about the loops I'm trapped in? Why would I? Your name is literally Loop. Oh, stars above, it is. But just because I call myself Loop doesn't mean I know anything. I'm just bad at names. But I'll see what I can do. What's your question? Do you know anything that could help? Such a broad question, Stardust. As I've told you before, I know as much as you do right now. How can that be? What do you mean? Aren't you here to help me? Why don't you know more about the loops you're supposed to help me with? Is Loop actually a figment of your imagination? Don't you tee me! Aww. I still don't have a good answer for you, Stardust. Isn't it already nice that you have me to talk to about those loops? You could be alone, stuck with your tiny brain for company with no one to talk to. Okay. Well, why don't we summarize what we know about those loops? We might find something else. You sigh and nod. Nothing better to do, you suppose? So, you're currently stuck in a time loop for some unknown reason. The loop starts when you wake up in Dormont and seems to end when you talk to the head housemaiden. Unless I die first or touch a tear. Yes. Maybe the loop considers getting frozen in time by those tears a sort of death? But why aren't you looping back when you get frozen in battle? Huh? Isn't it because... I thought the tears worked differently than an actual time freeze skill. Is that so? Well... You're the one getting frozen, so you'd know. So you loop if something keeps you from advancing in some way. I wonder if other things would count as keeping you from advancing. Like what? Like... What if we cut off your legs? Would you immediately loop back? You can't advance if you have no legs, right? I'd rather not test that one. Aww. But understandable. But it is interesting, though. What makes the loop actually loop? You feel like... You can remember a few times when time loops back on its own, even if it was just a few minutes. Maybe... Does the loop consider talking to the head housemaiden something that keeps you from advancing somehow? Oh. Maybe, but... What would advancing even mean then? Towards that, what's goal? Towards what goal? Is there something that happens when you talk to the head housemaiden that makes a certain goal impossible to accomplish? As you found out, all of this might be the work of timecraft, a power that should be impossible to use. But you and the king are somehow able to manipulate it. But... Am I manipulating timecraft if I can't control it? But you can, can't you? You can more or less control where you come back. Except when you talk to the head housemaiden, it seems, which brings you back to the start. But just being able to loop back in time and avoid death might count as you being able to use timecraft. But if timecraft is supposed to be too dangerous to even use, how did I get that power? And how can you break the loop for good? Yes, those are the big questions, aren't they? I do wonder about the limitations of your powers still. What makes you actually loop? Somehow, I feel like finding out more about that would be useful. Stardust, we've been talking for a while, so maybe not right now, but... When you have some time, will you hang out with me for a bit? Eh? Hang out? I have a theory I'd like to test. And we haven't spent any time together, Stardust. I'm so lonely. I want to have a long conversation with someone, anyone. I want to hang out. Again, it doesn't have to be right now. Our little hangout time might last a while. Maybe even longer than the rest of the day. I'm sure you have plans for this loop, so I can wait until you have time. Okay? Ethereal Loop would like to test about the loops. It might be useful. You should talk to Loop and hang out with them when you have time, then. Yay! I'll be waiting, Stardust! In the meantime, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Oh, should we just hang out with them now? Hey, Loop. Hey, Loop. Loop. Look at my flower. You wave the flower towards Loop. That flower again? I don't want it, Stardust. Give it to someone else. Why are you so mad at it? It's a flower. We can hang out now. Oh? Our theory hangouts. Yes! But we can't actually hang out right now. It'd be pretty useless. So how about you come back here early tomorrow after you're done acting things out at the clock tower? Wait. You want me to sneak out? And spend a loop with me? Yes. But you always go to the house after the clock tower. You're not here. What will happen? What will everyone do? What will everyone think? Does it matter what they think? They'll forget it all in your next loop after all. It matters. I guess it doesn't. Neat. Will you come then? I'll come, yeah. Neat. I'll see you soon then. You nod. You spend the rest of the night with everyone. Early in the morning, while everyone is still asleep, you quietly slip away and head to the favor tree. But you can't see Loop anywhere. Up there, Stardust? Up there? Up there. Did Loop go back to their home or something? You look up. Loop is waving at you from the top of the tree. I'm here, I'm here! Come and join me, Stardust. How? Oh, come on. Just climb the tree. I know you can do it. You sigh and climb the tree. Ah, isn't it pretty, Stardust? We're so high up. You are. You can see the house from there. Please don't push me. I am afraid of heights. Please don't push me. Everyone will be inside the house soon. You try not to think about it. Thank you for coming to today's Loop Hangout. If you hang out with me, it'll take some time and... well, you know how this goes. I sure do. I haven't actually prepared anything to talk about, so... tell me about yourself, Stardust. Really? I'd rather not. Huh? Why not? Don't you already know me? It just feels like... it. You know too much about me. You knew my name, you know how I think. You knew me before we even met, didn't you? Kind of. Kind of. Do I know you? Oh! No, you don't know me. Don't worry, your memory isn't failing you this time. When we met under the favor tree, that was the very first time we've ever seen each other. Is that so? So then... is that why you're helping me? Because you know me. Oh. Not really. When I decided to help you, you were not a factor in the slightest. You were not a factor in the slightest. You are now, I suppose. But does that mean you actually believe me? When I say I'm here to help. You don't think I'm lying and I'm actually the one trapping you here or whatever? Do you really believe that I'm here to help you? I do. Oh. You always surprise me, Stardust. I know I wouldn't believe myself if I was in your place. Maybe time has made me more jaded than you are. But it's fine. Whether you believe me or not, I'm here to help you. So you can escape this loop. So you believe it's possible for me to escape? Of course. Why would I be here otherwise? I am trapped here with you after all. I want to escape just as much as you do. I know how it feels, you know? To be stuck somewhere with no hope of escape. Forced to relive the exact same events over and over. Taking any deviation as a sign that things are finally going to change. That everything will be okay. And finding yourself trapped still. Look at me talking and talking. Don't pay attention to me. I'm doing fine. Loop laughs sadly and looks at the house in the distance. Tell me about yourself, Loop. I'd rather not. Loop winks and blows you a kiss. Despite yourself, you laugh. You hear Loop laugh softly as well. Say, Stardust, that reminds me. Have you really looked at more than 100 barrels? Do you think barrels look that appealing to the eye? Do you have a crush on barrels? Hey, Loop. Animatedly talk about the different things you've done during your loops. It's nice to be able to talk about them with someone. You talk and talk until the sun has risen high above you in the sky. It'll happen soon now. Well. The theory crafting part of our hangout session, of course. You open your mouth to ask, and then... You heard a horrible sound. Your head. You saw something. I'm glad you decided to spend time with me, Stardust. Sorry it's going to end with this. What? I thought maybe it wouldn't happen, but... See that light in the distance? It's from the king's floor. I see it every time you get far enough to fight him. His first attack. The king's first attack. How long have you been talking to Loop? Who was the king attacking? Who was he... The king doesn't attack or do anything until you get to him. He would only attack if someone... I can feel it every time. Whatever he does, it makes you see something, doesn't it? Something awful. Something so terrible that it's enough to bring anyone close enough to their knees. Stars, I wonder who he attacked. Can't even hear Loop speak. Your friends. They were against the king just now. You know how to survive his attack, you found out, but... You hear someone cry out. You look at Loop. Loop is just looking at you, not saying anything. There's no pity in their gaze, no sadness. Just some slight impatience, like, did you figure it out yet? Did you figure out what made the king attack just now? There's only one answer, Stardust. Just figure it out already, so we can move on. Who was the king fighting? Who did the king just kill? Did you figure it out yet? Did you? You start screaming. It's because you weren't there. They died because you weren't there. They're gone because you weren't there. Clutch your head, your hair, your stomach. Because you weren't there. Because of you, they're gone. They're gone. Because of you. Because of you, because of you, because of you. You stumble and fall to your knees. You breathe harshly in and out. It's not working. You can't take a full breath. You can't. You hit the ground with your fist. Why? Loop does not answer. Did you know this would happen? Which part? You looping back or your party dying? I had a suspicion about the former. I was certain about the latter. You... Loop is looking straight at you. They don't even seem to care that you drew out your dagger. Somehow this calms you down. If I tell you to breathe, will you? You? breathe slowly in and out. What was that for? For funsies, of course. You take a step forward, and because I was curious to know how the loops work. Aren't you? How the loops work. How could what just happened teach anything about the loops? Thanks, Stardust. Why did you loop back just now? Huh? Because the king won, isn't it? Why would the king winning make you loop? You don't immediately loop back the second you and your party lose, don't you? Don't you? I kind of do, though. No, Stardust. You loop when you die. No, it takes a little bit... You loop when you die, Stardust. The fact that the king wins is irrelevant. But you didn't die just now, did you? So why did you loop? It's the same with the head housemaiden. You don't die when you talk to her, so what makes you loop? You loop when the head housemaiden talks to you, and you looped just now. Why? Don't you think this would be important to figure out? Loop's right. There have been other times you looped back without dying too, but what could be the reason? I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to spend time with you. We never got the opportunity to really talk after all, but... Yes, I figured this would happen. I won't say sorry so you can stop waiting for it. You don't answer. Well, looks like that's all you can find out about the loops for now. But you can still find out more about the king, can't you? I'll be ready to help you out next loop. But for now, I think we both need some time. Come back next loop, Stardust. You just walk away. You just walk away. Even if you try, you don't want to talk to Luke right now. Okay. Fair. Just curious. You feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Must not have been important. As you pass through the tight space between the tables and the wall, you brush against everyone. Touch, 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 touch. You try to get some human contact every loop, even if it's discreetly like this. Did you see that? See a ghost. That's the achievement I just got. After we just saw Ghost Sifrin. Newspaper! They seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. You never looked at them very closely before, have you? Take a step forward. Oh, so many articles about the king. His conquest was slow enough that the Valgardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write them now. You all start reading random articles. This article is about his slow march to Dormont's house. This one is about him probably being from another country than Valgard. He really isn't Valgardian then? Oh, apparently not. This article says there's no record of him anywhere. Up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. Looks like he lived in the city of Corbux for a few years before he became the king. So he was a traveler? Like Friend and Dial? Please don't compare us to him, thank you. That's right. He did talk about Valgardians before. The way he phrased it, it did seem like he thought of Valgardians as people other than himself. And he said he thought of Valgard as welcoming. Always willing to welcome people in, even someone with no name, no home to speak of. You should go and ask the king where he's from later. Oh, this article is about his fashion sense. Huh? heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle. This article is more about his armor, actually. They even included a sketch, look. Well, it's very shiny, I suppose. Very imposing. There's something that caught your attention, though. His crown, his shoulder parts, the patterns. The patterns? The patterns? On his chest and gauntlets, you mean? It's just a weird loosened... Loosing? What's so weird about that? Those are stars. Stars? What's a star? The dots in the sky, correct? You nod. Is that so? Oh. This article here does mention his speech mannerisms. Stars and sky-related things seem to be something he comes back to often. Stars, huh? What could be interesting about them? Stars. Is there somewhere in the house where you could find out more about them? There is, but doing so also locks you out from getting to the end. So, I guess we're gonna be looping some more. You know, usually I'd be worried about this, but Sif doesn't seem worried at all. You smile at Issa. Then he's horrified as you just die. You freeze in time. So I think next is 3rd floor, but I think if we do the keys thing, we'll be locked out from the stargazing room. So start at the way back of it. That's about eating rotten apples. Your stomach hurts already. An empty clean bed. There's a stuffed animal laying on it. He finally memorized the word. You can't read it, but you can't read it, but you can't read it, but you can't read it. File the papers, but you can't read it. Okay. Erased. You almost want to look for a lightless paint. Big window. Stars. Stars. Stars like the king's armor. Stars like the king keeps mentioning. Stars like... You should remember them. Something in you tells you you should. Every time you raise your head and look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done dozens, hundreds, thousands of times. But you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you were even trying to see looking up at them. The king. Every time you face him, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is not something you're very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're a very forgetful person, after all. You can't remember basic items. You forget where you're going half the time. You can barely remember people's names. You've noticed you started to forget whole loops. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that's happened before. Before. You breathe out and unclench your fists. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much now, does it? The king... Does he want you to remember something? Does he? You should go and ask the king what he wants you to remember later. You okay? Lost in thoughts, Nifrin. You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. Follow the papers, but you're not able to read it! The game yelled at me. It yelled at me, so I'm gonna loop. I'm gonna loop. 32. You wake up, you jump to someone crying into nothing. Whose voice was it? Sorry guys, bye. I'm on a mission. What should I remember? Every single time you face him, he asks you if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know, should remember, but... Does it really matter, Sifrin? He could just be trying to confuse you. Yeah. Speaking in riddles to Frin, stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything. But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten? Forgotten? Oh, bright one, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole it has left behind, if not what used to fill it? Don't you feel it? Its absence? Perhaps all of it? You've forgotten it all, bright one. They all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell. Everything from your accent to the way you use craft to the stitching on your cloak and hats to those pins you wear. You should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember. Bright one, please, please. Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. Please. You can remember then. And maybe. What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything, stupid. Is it? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone has, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it has left behind, something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed, haven't they? Ask the king. Where are you from? The king looks straight at you. What about you, bright one? Where are you from? You flinch. You do not answer. You cannot answer. You hear the king laugh. Is it just... It's the same dialogue. Okay. King. Bright one. As you lay there dying, do you see nothing? The ceiling. You hear Asa laugh tiredly. The ceiling. Area, you laugh too. So even death will not bring it back. I knew this. I knew this, and yet... The king strikes. I thought I had time before that that devastating blow. Hang on. I wasn't done here. You're back. You remember your Mirabelle's face. Even faced with her own end, she's looking straight at the king, unbroken even then. The king must hate that every time. Back to it. Let's just get right to it. Wait, you, traveler. When I looks at you, can't skip this, so you look back at the king, right one. You remember. Does it matter? That's what else does? We shall fight, and we shall see which side of the universe favors. Which, according to what we've been told so far, it favors his phrasing of stuff of the world. Didn't manage to beat the king earlier, but you feel a little stronger. You gained some EXP. Sifrin is now level 83. Is that much for this part? Yes, please. You can get ready. Here again, you'll look back once you talk to the head housemaid, and it's all over if you talk to her, but why? The flower, nothing special about it. This is quite a workout. My entire body is screaming, savior of Bodyguard home. There's something out of my list. To do your fake research. Oh, so you figured it out, did you? Don't tell anyone. I'd like to see Issa try to figure it out for a little longer. Very excited to hear what he comes up with next. Spoonology? Bananology? Yeah, you got this. Bananology would be quite appealing. Oh, they laughed! She likes that one. I'll miss you, Sifrin. You're a little strange, but you're a good kid. Maybe try letting down your walls every once in a while, huh? Come back or come to Kabu anytime. Maybe we'll meet again during your travels. You force yourself to smile back. And she knows Sifrin is everything. I have more pineapple slices in my pocket. Grab ya. Never mind. Take care of yourself, Sifrin, alright? You nod. Back to looking around curiously like always. She sees you stare and flashes you a smile. You smile back. Oh. Before you forget though, can we group hug after I speak to the head housemaiden? Oh, would you be okay with that? I'd love to. You nod. You should make sure to talk to everyone before talking to Issa. We're really gonna try that again? God, I was just gonna interrupt with something. Before you forget your snacks, Molly. Your snacks in your pocket, okay? I don't want to hear you screaming you're hungry. Issa, hi. Sif. We did it. We did it, Sif. It is, yeah. You wanted to tell me something. Hi. Hi, love. Are you both finished? Please wrap it up so we can go. There's so much we have to do before we can go back to our lives. You two can talk later, okay? I don't even know how the heck to fix that with Odile. No gems. Did I interrupt? It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Are you sure? No problem. Don't worry about it. There has to be a better moment later. A better moment than saving the country? Ugh. Oh. Anyways, if I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're near Javanti, okay? You nod. Just dot dot dot. Okay. got a flower. You missed your opportunity to give it to someone. It's useless now. Just a little longer? It's all over if you talk to her. Well, the only option is to talk to her. We already talked to everybody else. This is the end. Do you even see me? Am I real to you right now? Real? What are you? You sigh. It's fine. She isn't real to you right now either. You wait for her to finish. The smell of burnt sugar again. It's been following you for a while, for so long you can't even remember when it started. But when you talk to her, it's overpowering. It's so overpowering you could throw up. Like every time you're about to loop back in time, you feel a tug in your stomach. You usually don't pay attention to the tug, but there's nothing else to focus on right now. You wonder what that's all about. Any second now. You're back here again. Time to play. The sun is making you sleepy. Wake up. Oh, you know. That bad? Sorry to hear that. I hope you'll sleep well tonight. I know how much you value your naps. Oh, wait. There's something to talk to you about. Sleepover, sidelines. That's an amazing idea, Mira. Sure. You really, really will. What else at the shop, honey, is blah blah blah. You watch her go. Isa, Sif woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I get it. Anyway, I was just looking at the favor tree. Isn't this tree cool? Cute joke? Yeah, it is. Glad you agree. It's pretty tremendous. Yeah. You wait for him to touch you. You wait for him to touch you. You wait for him to touch you. He has to do it. You will never do it yourself. But he won't touch you because he thinks you don't want him to. And you can't say it because that's embarrassing. It's life-ending, even. Asking for someone's touch. But please, you think. Please, please, please. A flicker of movement makes you look at his face. He looks stricken, sad. Seeing you look at him, he laughs and brings his hand down. You wonder what face you were making as you were waiting for him to touch you. The fuck did you do, Zipper? I'm gonna go soon so you can do your thing with the tree, but do you want to talk before I go? No. I'll be going now, see you at the clock tower. Hi, Stardust. Are you calling your party family members now? You know this sounds really awkward, right? You're awkward. Oh, somehow this one seems to have hit home. You feel a little bad. Anyway, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? The king. What should I do now? The king says everyone has forgotten something, including himself, including you. But why would anyone write down what they've forgotten? Why would anyone know its importance if they can't remember? Except, you know, don't you? Something no one can remember, something other than the stars. You have proof. You just need to go and find it again. You don't want to have to open that diary again. But you have to. About the king. Nothing really. Did we find out anything about the loops? I don't know if there's anything you can do to find out more about the loops right now. But you do have other things to do, don't you? You still have to find out more about the king after all. You can go back to your loop quest after you're done with this, don't you think? Let's talk about something. Sure. What do you want to talk about? Are you jealous of my family members? What? What? Where is this coming from? I don't know, you just act weird every time I talk about them. Like what? Like I'm your partner waiting at home, and when I finally get to talk to you, all you can talk about is the fun you're having with the other people? I'm sorry, Luke. Forget I said that. That was a terrible, awful metaphor. Shut your mouth! I'm not really jealous, okay? Not of your party, anyway. What? I bet I can't select it again. Guess that's it. See you later, Stardust. They gently wave you goodbye. I'm gonna bother you with the flower again. Hang on, I'll be back, Loop. Here again! You really like to talk to me, huh, Stardust? It's been more than 15 times already? Ugh. I'm so sorry for bothering you. I forgive you, Stardust, but, maybe you should get something as a reward, don't you think? For coming to talk to me so often? A secret tutorial? Maybe you'll know about it already, though? So, there's an item you can give to your party if you talk to them in Dormont. Did you know that? Is there? How did you not find it already? You talking about the flower? You should explore Dormont a bit more, Stardust. There's a flower you can get and give to your party. There's a tutorial about how I can give you that flower too. What? No, gross! I don't want it! I don't want any of your stuff. But I am a bit of a special case still, and so there's a couple times you can show me if you want it. Is that so? I'm too lazy to open new choices for you in our conversation, though. So just stand kind of close to the tree and just interact with your souvenirs. Maybe I'll have something to say about it. So in simpler terms, if you use souvenir near me, I might react to it. Yeah, we already figured that out. Anyway, how can I help you? You wave the flower towards the loop. Really? Stop. This is getting annoying now. Give it to someone else. Like who? Like the researcher? It would surprise her if nothing else. Would it? Will you ever accept the flower? No, I won't. So stop trying. Sounds like try again next loop. Alright, we made quite a bit of progress with more loops to go. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Catch you for the next part. Bye. Bye-bye.